So much has changed for me mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, geographically, where I live now, like my surroundings, my routines, like everything is just so different. Yeah, 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 Yo, welcome back, you guys. It is the next day. I went to the grocery store yesterday. That's a lot of stuff, y'all. So I went to the grocery store, kind of stocked up on my favorites because it's a little monthly May reset, and I knew, I say this every single reset, that the previous month just flew by. Like I'm in a weird headspace right now, and it's only because I feel like I'm teetering between where I was and where I'm trying to go. I'm like literally right in the middle, and I feel like this is the most challenging, most difficult position to be in, because I could either keep pushing, staying focused, and inching my way towards my goals, or I can kind of take a few steps back and fall back into where I started in January. I feel like every month for me since starting out 2024 has had some type of overall theme, some type of overall feel, and I truly feel that April was the month of me to be proactive and just get on top of stuff. Obviously, we had tax season going on. That was a huge priority for me. That has been dealt with, it's been paid for. I don't want to think about it until next year. And the theme for this month in May, I really feel, is success. Like I said earlier, like I'm really trying to teeter and get out of that middle position and be closer to my overall goal, because I feel like when you still feel like you're halfway there, which I'm not yet, when you're halfway there, it's just like, I don't know, until you get to like that halfway point, it still feels like you're so far away from where you want to be. And I think once you break out of being more than halfway to your goal, it'll start to become a little bit easier. So I really want to focus on success and really being about my business this month. I really want to be hyper focused on my work and that goal and pushing through. I feel like it's kind of like a plateau because I had tax season. Baby, that was a couple of grand. It wasn't a setback because at the end of the day, like my stepmom had a really good point when I was talking to her about this. She said it just adds to your debts. Like it's all collective, right? That's just life. It's something that's going to come around every single year. So you got to just prepare for it. And I had this switch in my mind actually. And I was actually excited to pay my taxes. I was excited to pay my bills last month because I was being proactive. I was being on top of things before they were due. I was paying things off in full. I didn't have that stress and that pressure like I did in previous years of those bad habits of procrastination and feeling anxiety over getting things done by a certain date, you know, like April 15th, or doing payment plans instead of paying things off in full. Like I feel like if you've been there, you've been there, you know, it's freaking stressful. You don't want to owe the IRS. That's the thing you don't want to do. So just being able to be like, thank you, I'm able to make this payment and not have to deal with it again is amazing. So I just had this mindset shift, which was something that I really wanted for myself this year when I went on this financial freedom journey of being more responsible and being more aware of my finances and being in control of my finances. I wanted to have an overall happy emotion attached to money and not a dreadful attachment or a depression attached to it like it was in the past. So I just had really good energy. I felt like I was taking care of the things that I needed to, and you know, progress wise on the credit card payment, we'll talk about that later in the goals and reflections. Like I said, the debt was all collective, so I don't have to worry about taxes, but that means that I'm still in that teetering energy of my credit card of not really making as much progress because I forgot to factor in tax season. So that means that next year we're gonna just be more prepared and think of ways like, how can I do this better and be more prepared as someone that works for themselves and doesn't have someone taking out taxes every single month. Like, YouTube doesn't take out taxes. Your sponsors don't take out taxes. You are solely responsible for that. So yeah, that's another video for a whole nother day, but I wanted to jump into my product empties for the month of April. I feel like I got through a lot of stuff. This has been my favorite part of my monthly resets because overconsumption was, again, something that I have been very self-aware of, and it's just been really fun to be able to use up things that I have had, and in a way it's like, dang, now I have to go out and rebuy them. But I've kind of just gone back to the basics. I've dialed back on hoarding products. That wasn't really something I ever really did. I'm not really a product hoarder as much as I am an activewear hoarder. But I've just gone back to rebuy my essentials, my favorites, the things that I know that work. So just getting rid of that clutter that we all have underneath the bathroom sink. Like, it's chaotic under there. I'm still working on it. I'm still currently using things that I don't love, but I'm just waiting to get rid of them so I can then repurchase my staples that I know that work for me. So the first thing that I used up, which actually it wasn't really spraying out, there's a little bit left. You guys know I was working on this last month, the Sol de Janeiro After Hours body mist. This smells so good and I wish it was permanent, but sadly it's not. It reminds me of the Flower Bomb fragrance, very similar warm gourmand notes. Smells like chocolate to me. I actually got a Sephora box in yesterday of a new body mist. So I'm really excited to open that up with you guys, and I waited until I was basically done with this to try anything else. And I think that's a great habit to get into, is wait till you're done with something. If you already have something similar, use it up before going out to buy something else, because that can just contribute to being a product junkie and feeling like you're wasting money on things and feeling like you're not able to enjoy something because you have the next best shiny toy to kind of play with, and then it ends up cluttering up your bathroom sink, and then the products expire and they're just not as good as they once were. So love that. I also ended up finishing off this Laneige vanilla lip mask, which I since have repurchased. This is a holy grail for me. My laundry is done. I'm sorry if that was noisy. That's something I will always rebuy. I also just finished up this Ariana Grande fragrance in Sweet Like Candy. This has been such a staple. I think this is going to be a scent that I will rebuy, simply because it smells really good on me in the gym and it's really affordable compared to like my Flower Bomb and my Burberry, and I don't really want to be using those in the gym. So I think I will rebuy this solely for my gym bag. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I would say this is a warm gourmand fragrance. This is the best scent next to Mod Vanilla. Like, I'll link all these below. But this and Mod Vanilla are my favorite Ariana Grande fragrances. So I think I'm going to order another one of these on Amazon because it's way cheaper than getting it at Ulta. I think Ulta has it for $60. I saw it on Amazon for like $30, and that's the 3.4. So yeah, I'm gonna probably do that. I'm not in a rush. I have some fragrances that I can use in the meantime. This is another holy grail that I also already went ahead and repurchased, is the Way body scrub in the St. Bart's fragrance. This is something that I really enjoy in my self-care shower routine. It's that kind of luxury product and it is kind of pricey. It's like 40 something dollars for a scrub, but if it makes me feel really good, and this is the only scrub I'm buying, I can justify it. I don't use it every day, but a couple times out of the week. It just really elevates my shower experience. So this is such a holy grail, and the scent alone, you guys will see later, is my favorite. So really happy about that. And then this is from the drugstore. This is the Caress, what scent is this? White Peach and Orange Blossom. This has been such a staple for many, many years. And you can get 2 of them for like $7 at the drugstore, which is really freaking good for the amount of product that you get. This is my favorite. I'm currently using something because it was underneath my bathroom sink that I bought because it looked cute, but it actually dries out my skin. So I'm just patiently waiting to finish that up before I go back to rebuy another dual pack of this, because it is the best. And if it's not broke and it smells good and it's affordable, why are we going out and trying new things? I think it is okay for me to try new things, but wait until I have nothing else to use to go buy more things. And that's what I've been getting into the habit of doing to eliminate being like an over consumer when it's just not necessary. As someone that is one person, I get it if you're buying for a household, if you, I don't know, I can't even justify like, oh, you need options. How many options do you need? It's a body wash. Okay, the next thing is just a shave gel. This is also my favorite. I've dabbled into trying other ones like the EOS one. I did not like that because it was very messy in the shower. It was very thick and it always left residue in the shower. So I tried this one because I used to use the pink one from the Skintimate line, but this one is the Shea Butter. I just really like how this feels on my legs. And I also buy it in like a duo pack for extra savings, so we love that. I feel like I've just used up a lot of hygiene products. This took me a while to use up. Y'all remember I had done a vlog. Actually, I don't know. I deleted a lot of my videos. We'll get into that. We just gotta talk today. But I have very like chronic dry skin because I overwash my hands. And also winter, it's very dry here. And sometimes my eczema will flare up on my hands, specifically like in between here and my knuckles. Like you can even just see how dry and just like cracked skin. So this has been the only thing that has ever worked, and I have suffered with eczema prone skin literally all my life. I used to take oatmeal baths and it just used to be so bad. So it doesn't ever get that bad, but I will have like random flare-ups, which is why I don't like that body wash, because I feel like it's contributing to flare-ups on my skin. So honestly, I should just stop using it. But anyway, this is the Vaseline Dry Hands Rescue. And when I first saw this at the store, I was like, yeah, okay. It's just like every other thing that I've ever tried. It's not really gonna work. It just has like this big label. It says starts healing dry hands on the first use. It actually does. Like this I keep in my car. I keep it in my nightstand. I already rebought one. It lasts a very long time and there's no fragrance, so it doesn't irritate my hands or make me feel like I'm itching like other creams did in the past. And it's thick without being sticky. Like I don't know how they do it, and it's like under $5. So I recommend this for you guys. It's Dermalogic tested for very dry skin, creamy lotion, fragrance free. And it's just amazing. Like Vaseline, baby, you really did it with this. So that has become like a holy grail for me. And I would buy like very expensive hand creams like the Natrium. Is it Natrium at Sephora? It's like over $20. L'Occitane, like all those like fragrance ones, like they're cute. They look good in your bag, but they didn't really do anything for my dryness. Sometimes the cheaper stuff is better, okay? I also end up using up another Laneige lip balm. This one is in the berry. I want to try the cotton candy. So I'm like waiting. I like to keep one in the bathroom for my night skincare and also my nightstand. So I only have one currently, which is my vanilla that I rebought. So I'm like, do I really need two right now, or do I just want it for the convenience? We're thinking about things now. Oh my god, this I really hated. Oh, it wasn't Natrium. Necessaire's hand cream. Yeah, didn't really do much for me. Didn't get me through the winter like the Vaseline one. But the Natrium body washes, they have a few of them at the drugstore. I really like the orange bottle. So if I ever went back to rebuy this brand, I would get the orange bottle with the vitamin C. A lot of them are fragrance free, which I thought was really nice. But girl, this, it triggers me. It reminds me of hair relaxer. It smells like a chemical hair relaxer. Whenever you would finish getting, you know, your relaxer, your mom would tell you, go wash it out in the shower, whatever. Girl, it freaking smells like that. So I was really struggling to get through this to the point when I was just like having the most miserable showers ever, but I didn't want to like not use it or just throw it away, because these are like maybe $13-ish. And it's the Perfector salicylic acid body wash. So maybe it's the salicylic acid that really just, it does not smell good. So I would not buy this again, but it does claim to help smooth, soften, and renew your skin to look better. I don't really know if that is true, because I was so fixated on the way that this smelled that I didn't really take the time to look at my skin. Like, I don't know. This was not doing it for me. They also do like an oil-based one, which I have under my bathroom sink, but it just leaves residue on my body. That's not the type of cleanser that actually gives you a clean, squeaky feeling that removes like deodorant buildup, right? So I guess in a sense, you could justify having options if you're looking for a cleanser to do different things, like moisturize, like oil-based ones, and then a clarifying one, I guess. But that was not a good main cleanser, so I'm gonna have to find a way to use that up because it must be used up within the next reset. And then the last thing, which I need to rebuy and to put on my list, is my shampoo. This is my moisturizing cleanser. I use this one more often, and you already know it is the Garnier Fructis Honey Treasures Repairs and Mends Dry Damaged Hair, paraben free. This just smells really good. It's such a staple, such a holy grail. Since I did my big chop, been using the same one with the matching conditioner since my big chop, and if it's not broke, baby, don't fix it. I feel like I'm finally in a good hair routine after 4 years. Like, I actually have my holy grail products, which actually takes a lot of stress away from me when I go to Target and I look at like the natural hair products. Not to say we have many options anyway, but it's just so nice to be able to know like I finally found my holy grail leave-in and my curl cream and my conditioner and my shampoo, and it's not like a 15-step hair routine. Like, it's just so nice to be able to have that finally and be able to just kind of stock up on those items and not have to think about the next best hair care product that maybe I want to test out, because hair care is really tricky for me personally. A lot of things just don't mix well together with my favorites. They might clump and beat up in the hair and look weird, or cause buildup and dandruff, or dry my hair out, or make it too stretchy. You just never know. It's a complicated thing. So once you find your holy grail hair products, baby, it's a win. So I'm gonna throw these things away finally. It is, again, like I always say, very satisfying to just see collectively like, wow, I actually used up these things and got my money's worth. It didn't just go forgotten about and unused. So I challenge you guys, as always, to join me on this challenge. I'm going to be doing product empties challenge, I think, throughout the entire year, and it's been one of those things that has really transformed my mindset, my shopping experience, and I think I'm going to make a whole nother video on, girl, the shopping tendencies that have kept me broke, because baby, I made a list. The list is this long. So I think that'll be coming soon to my YouTube channel. So subscribe if you're interested, because as a girl that likes to shop, we all have those triggers. So I'm gonna go downstairs, get my computer, and I will see you guys with a little chat about goals and reflections on April and May as a whole. When does summer actually start? Is it June or July? July, August, September cannot be summer, because there's no way that spring just freaking started and it's almost over. Like, we're really, like, this year we're almost at the halfway point in 2024, and I just feel like I should maybe do a whole vlog just as a 6-month update, because do you feel like it's been almost 6 months? Because I don't. Like, this is a crazy, interesting, most transformative year for me personally, and I feel like I've really stuck to my word this year, and it's been one of my favorite years in many years. Like, I don't know, it's just so much has changed for me mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, geographically, where I live now, like my surroundings, my routines, like everything is just so different. And this is truly the year that I put the work behind the things that I always said I wanted, but never actually took the time to take the actions and learn what I needed to do to be accomplished and to be in a whole different headspace and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna put my sheets in the dryer actually, and then I'm gonna catch you. box. And I'm really nervous about this because I don't know. I hope it smells good. Or as good as the other products that I already have. I'm sure you can probably guess by my empties what this could potentially be. Tell me how I ordered 2 of them because I was like, this is going to be so freaking good. I'm going to want to have 2. Is that overconsumption? I don't know, but I thought it'd be nice to have one in either my gym bag or like my Jeep, and then keep another one at home. And it sounds like a really good summer scent, obviously. So Wade just came out with the St. Bart scent in a mist. It's not a perfume like their other fragrances, so I thought this would be a really interesting product to try out. They made a hair and body mist. So I can just imagine laying poolside in a bikini with, I don't know, a Modelo in my hand, body oil on, and then the scent of this. So let's give it a try and see, and I'll read you guys the notes online, what this is supposed to smell like. The packaging is like plastic, like a body mist. It's like a chubby little spray nozzle. Hopefully it mixes well with my body chemistry. I have this in the body cream too. Oh my god, it smells exactly like the body scrub. So if you love that, go get this. I'll definitely link it for you girls. Oh my god, it's very crisp. It kind of has like a bubbly champagne smell. Like, you know, like those bright citrusy scents, but I wouldn't say it's very citrus. It's definitely like a summer I'm on the beach on vacation vibe. And it has a little bit of like a warmth to it. So I'm gonna wear this on my skin and see how well it mixes with my body chemistry, because sometimes it could be a little bit funky, and I don't think there's coconut in here, but I could be wrong. So let me Google it on the Sephora website and we can see, because Sephora says it's warm and spicy. I don't feel that, but then the description that Way has says that it's a fresh fragrance family, which I feel is more so accurate. And then the scent type is fresh solar. Keynotes being orange blossom, musk, and dragon fruit. Get transported all the way to the beach of St. Bart's with this luxurious tropical scented hair mist and body spray with notes of dragon fruit, orange blossom, tuberose, and musk. This scent is not a basic beach. See, they are really clever with their play on words. You can hear it's like plastic, but it's cute or whatever. So love that for me. I just hope it doesn't have like a musty scent, because that's how coconut is, and some scents like this, like beachy scents, can turn into that on me. Hopefully the lighting is good. It's still pretty early in the day, so the sun is like making its way up, but it's going very in and out. So I ended up taking some notes on my iPad just throughout the month of things that I wanted to kind of touch on with you guys and share with you, thoughts that I might have had, kind of just an overall dump of whatever was on my mind at the time. So I have quite a lot to say. So I want to do things a little bit differently, talk about some challenges, some wins, have a little bit more structure to my monthly resets from like the goals and reflections aspect. I do love this portion of these videos. I feel like it brings a lot of things maybe to my attention that I wasn't really seeing previously, or thoughts that I might have had of like the past month and how I've maybe done currently, like changes and stuff that have been made, breaking out of bad habits or making new habits. And I'm very much so in that mindset of making new habits for success, and I want to do some content around that and things that I'm doing for myself. If that interests you, we're gonna have that overall theme for May, and I feel really good about that. So let's get into savings. We are going into month 3 of me not going to get my nails done, not really having a that girl routine, and it really had me thinking about how these that girl YouTube routines can really make a girl broke. Because I saved basically $660 on Gel X manicure with a gel pedicure including tip, and then that was just over the span of, you know, me going into month 2023. But when you think about what a girl does to get herself together, to be that girl, it's not just your nails, it's not a manicure and a pedicure, baby. It's the brow lamination, the brow tinting, it's the eyelash extensions with the maintenance in between every 2 weeks. It's the blowouts or getting the braids done, and then the self-tan if that's your vibe, and then everything else in between, from going and getting treatments like facials and massages. Like, it is expensive. So when I was sitting on this, like, wow, like I actually haven't got my nails done and I don't mind how they look on their own ever since I did my little DIY manicure and got rid of those hangnails and allowed my nails to just breathe and refresh or reset after taking off the Gel X, because it did tear up my nail beds and they grew out and stuff. Like, they look really good. So I'm not over here thinking about like, oh, I need to go get a fresh set. But what I am thinking about is, girl, it's sandal season outside. My toes look a mess. So I low-key want to treat myself, and I shouldn't say treat myself because like these are things that I love to do. But girl, we saved like $660. That's incredible. Like, that's how I was able to just really be hyper focused last month on paying things and just being ahead of myself. So I'm like, we could probably keep it up for another month before summer actually starts, but we'll see. I kind of want to do like a mini glow up with you guys, do a lot of things at home, get myself kind of cute again, because I do feel a little crusty. I can't even lie to the people. So I don't know, I just thought that was really interesting because it had me thinking about all these other services and beauty treatments that we do on a regular basis. Not only just do them, but the maintenance of keeping up with it, like the Botox and the injections and the laser treatments and the hair removal, the waxing. Girl, it is a lot to be a girl, and it can make you broke real quick if you don't budget it in properly, or if you're not even aware of like where your money is going. So that was really interesting as a reflection for me personally. And a win for me, I think last month, was a channel rebrand. You guys know I came on and did a life update where I was talking about my headspace and the fact that I just kind of wiped my channel clean of all the content that I've created since 2012. And it was just a really whoa moment for me, because wow, I can't believe I did that, but like, whoa, I can't believe I did that. So I was kind of just feeling all these things, and it was just a really nice place to feel, because it gave me this cleansing energy of a fresh start. And I was telling you guys earlier upstairs that I feel like 2024 has just been like the most transformative year for me, and actually being proactive and like, yes, I always dreamed about like getting myself together and moving out again and whatever, but I never really thought about what it was going to take for me to do those things until like the end of 2023, so like December. And being that it's been, you know, 5-6 months and all the progress that I've made so far, it just feels so good. So I feel like a channel rebrand is a part of that whole getting my life together and finding myself again in my 30s and kind of reinventing myself and what I want that to look like. And with this rebrand, because I don't know, maybe you guys are thinking like my dad was saying in a video, which a few of you guys tapped in and agreed with what he said, was you don't really know where you're going if you don't know where you came from. That's cute. We love a motivational quote, but I know where I came from. I lived those memories. I lived through those times. I've experienced it all firsthand, and I will always have those memories in my mind. So I will never forget those things. And I think it's never too late to have a fresh start, and it's never too late to feel like you want to just start over. And that's where I'm at in my life right now, and evolving as a person, having different mindset and just wanting different for yourself and all that collectively is where I'm at right now. So content wise, you guys have been seeing since the start of the year, I've gone down this whole like life transformative debt-free journey, financial freedom journey, and documenting that. I want to document my savings era and share actual helpful, tipful things with you as I've been doing. I've really been enjoying that. I've found purpose in that. I've found a deeper connection with you guys on content about real life things and where I'm at in my life right now and wanting to start over and do better and want better and get better and manifest better. I also want to be able to document the whole move out process with you guys. That is something that I'm very focused on this year, is being able to get to that place but do all the work in the background to get there. But I want to be able to show that entire thing with you guys. I want to be able to show my reinvention of myself in my 30s and what that looks like, living alone again, like in a different city. I've never lived alone in Virginia, so in like the DC area. So if you see Washington DC in the title, just know it's for clicks, because I be going to DC all the time, but nobody's searching for Virginia. There's nothing popping in Virginia outside of the Nova DC area. So yeah, so reinventing myself in that aspect. And then I want to be able to end this year with a very successful vlogmas. Like I would love to be able to, like, this is what I think about, y'all. I don't want to get emotional, but like the reward for me is going to be able to do vlogmas, like decorating my don't cry, decorating my Christmas tree, like in my own apartment. Like that's what I'm looking forward to, like being able to like have a space that I've furnished. Like I have to furnish a whole new space again. Like I want to be able to do home decor content with you guys and buying furniture. And y'all know I'm not about to build no furniture, so having my dad in the vlogs to like help me get my place together, and having more family time and exploring Washington DC, and just all of those things like are things that I'm looking forward to documenting on this channel as a rebrand, and really just falling in love with life again in your 30s is such a beautiful thing. I know a lot of us are around the same age, judging by my analytics, so you guys might be in a similar boat as me, where you're trying to like move out of your mom's house or your dad's house or your grandma's house. And that's a whole nother story too, because I'm thinking about doing a video like, girl, what you need to know before you move back home in your 30s, because it can really fuck you up. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is the worst thing ever, but there are challenges to it, and I want to be honest about those things. So if that's a video that you guys would be interested in, let me know. Like if you're thinking about moving home and you're around my age, but maybe you're not really sure about the decisions and like weighing the pros and the cons, maybe it will help you guys out. So that's something that I'm definitely thinking about posting for you, because I've experienced it for, when did I move home? 2021, during quarantine, COVID, whatever. 2021 of April. Oh my god, is it about to be? No, we passed our little anniversary of moving back. It was like the 6th or something, April 6th. 2021, 2022, 2023. Yeah, girl, I've been living at home for 3 years. It's taken me 3 years to finally get my shit together. Like that's wild. So anyway, I digress. That's just an overall update on like the rebrand process and like where my headspace has really been. And you know, I still have my apartment tour videos. I think you guys forget that I have Kayla Lashae, which is where I started everything. So I have all 5 apartment tours of LA. I don't have like the actual moving vlogs or whatever, but those are still memories as well that are still up on my channel. So I just needed more organization in my life, more structure in my life, a fresh, clean slate where I can kind of just create and do things the way that I want in my 30s. And I'm just really excited about the next 6 months or 7 months of this year and see where my content is going to go, despite the fact that it is nerve-wracking, you know, wiping away all those things, but it is nice and refreshing at the same time. And sometimes we just need to just control alt delete and just start over. Like sometimes that's just all we need. Habits that I have retained, I thought that was a good addition to my monthly resets. Just my consistency of paying more than the minimum on my credit card has been something that I've been doing. And I love that for me, because even if it's just $1,000 extra, it's still $1,000 extra, and it's still me moving quicker than I was in the past. So that has been a really great habit that I've been able to maintain. Monthly challenges. I think this will be a good addition to, you know, these little resets. I injured my knee, you know, in April, and I felt like that was kind of hindering me from being able to create content and be as consistent with my videos on this channel. And it definitely hindered my ability to be as consistent because I didn't have anything to vlog or share with you guys because I was in the bed for a good week and a half. So I feel like I kind of didn't hit my goal of 20 vlogs for that month, and that was something I really wanted to do because I was able to achieve that in February. So like I said, this month we're focusing on success and really being a better business and planning better, maybe having content days where we film a bunch of things, and I'll always have something ready to edit to upload so I don't ever feel like, dang, I'm going like a week without content, and then in turn that's messing up with my revenue for the month, and then also setting me back with my goals and what I'm able to kind of make for payments. So it kind of just was a domino effect for me, and I didn't really love that, but it was kind of out of my control. Like, I busted my knee, like, what do you want me to do? You can't really do much at that point. So I definitely want to take better control this month, and that's why I'm like so excited about the content that I have coming for you guys, because I've already filmed a ton of stuff. And I'm also filming a ton of stuff today, and then I'll also be filming a ton of stuff tomorrow. As far as my overall energy this month, like I was saying, the theme or whatever was success, but I really am feeling more refreshed. Maybe taking that week and a half off being bedridden gave me time to think and gave me time to reflect on where I'm heading. And I think around that time was when I decided to, when I decided to delete everything. I really was thinking a lot, y'all. And now, like, on the other side of that, I just feel rejuvenated and refreshed and excited again. I feel inspired. I feel like all these ideas are coming to me, and I want to turn those thoughts and ideas into videos and conversations to share with you guys and connect with you guys on different topics. And I think that's amazing. Like I said earlier, like, sometimes you just need time away from something to come back to it better and refreshed. And if you've lost, you know, that motivation or that inspiration for life, which, you know, I was there, then you just need to really be honest with yourself and reevaluate what you've been doing and what you can do to be better. And that's just been honestly where I've been at all year. So I'm in a really good space, you know, 5 months into it. Like, I'm feeling so good. And maybe it's because, like, the sun is out now. That I'm sure has a lot to play. And the warmth in the air, and feeling like I've made some good progress so far. We're just inching our way to get more than halfway to the goal. And, you know, that is the challenging part. And I feel like this month in particular is going to be the month that either makes me or breaks me, because I'm teetering in the middle. And you really have, it's a mind thing. Like, you really have to be focused on the goal. Remember why we're doing this, and remember that we're going to get X, Y, and Z when we get out of this. So I'm thinking about my damn Christmas tree. I don't care. Like, I'm thinking about my Christmas decor, the crackling noise of the fireplace at my dad's, and like the snow on the ground, and looking out the window of the DC area and just feeling like, damn, it was really worth it. Like, I don't want to speak too soon because I gotta humble myself. You never know what's gonna happen in life, but that is like very much so like what I'm working towards, like creating content in my own place, like not feeling like I'm in the way because it's my mom's house, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I can really be that productive on the weekends, which is why I'm very focused on getting my content filmed today and then tomorrow, which is Friday, because in the weekends, like, my mom is at work right now, so I have all the time to bop around the house, film content, put my camera somewhere, and not have the distraction of, I don't know, background noise from her watching her favorite shows, which I don't care, you know. But sometimes I want my vlogs to go a certain way without copyright, or be able to use the actual audio and put music over it so you guys get that vibe. but I don't want her talking on the phone to be in the background. That's like, you can't be doing all that, or the dog's going off and being excited. Like, sometimes I just feel like I'm in the way, and I don't want to be in her way because it's her house. So I know to avoid that, to get the content that I'm trying to get, I have to be on my own schedule that's the opposite of hers, because when I get home and she gets home, there's no more filming really, you know? And that's fine. Like, that works for me. I'll just edit over the weekends, which has been working for me, like filming a ton Monday through Friday, and then spending my weekends just tapped into editing. So there are things that I have to do, and I'm like not tiptoeing around, but it just will be easier when I'm in my own space again, because I know how creative and how consistent I am when I'm in my own like solitude. Like, I love being alone. My mom, literally, we had a fight. We literally had a fight. I was crying, she was yelling, she was upset because she says like, girl, you're always in your room. Like, I feel so bad. You keep Leroy in your room all day. He loves to be by my side, by the way. But like, she literally was yelling at me because I'm always in my room, because that's my space. Like, that's like literally the only space that I feel like is mine and I have control over, because that was the room that she had for me, you know? So sometimes we have to tiptoe around, and you don't mean anything by it, but like, that's just what happens when you move home. Like, you don't really have your space. At least in a Black household, it's always like, if you don't like the rules, like, you can get out. It's my roof. Like, whatever. Like, we all hear those things when we're a kid, but baby, I be hearing the same things now. Like, I'll do something, I'll put something in the fridge. Like, I have a very small shelf. Like, I'm not complaining. Maybe I'm complaining. But I have a very small shelf in the freezer. My mom has more freezer food than me because I cook more than she does. We don't eat the same things. And I'm like, girl, you're putting your stuff on my little shelf. She's like, well, if you don't like it, you can get out. It's my fridge. But I'm like, she does have a point. But I'm like, damn. It's like the little things. You're like, damn, I can't wait till I get my own fridge. I'm not trying to like complain, because I'm so grateful. Like, living at home has really, this year, because I'm, you know, been putting action behind what I need to do, but I'm like, damn, I'm really over here thinking about how excited I am to have my own fridge. So whatever, like, those little things, as annoying as they are, can be the biggest motivators for you to focus on what is important for you, to get up out your mama's house. Like, I love being here. It's cool. It's a big space. It's convenient to take the dogs out instead of living in an apartment, you know, going down the hall, waiting for an elevator, then going outside. Like, the convenience is nice, but it'll also be nice to be alone again, and that's what I'm really excited about. So I'm really trying to use my time wisely this month and be about my business, as I keep saying, and really just get shit done. Like, wherever I end up at the end of this month is gonna really set the tone for June, because there's just gonna be, I don't know, I just feel like it's just gonna be so much easier. It's gonna be so much easier. Anyway, I feel like I've had diarrhea of the mouth, and I have things I have to get done. I need to go upstairs and record a try-on haul, so I want to get that done so I can head out. Let me know in the comments, like, your overall feel. Like, how do you feel like this year has gone for you guys? Now that we're in, like, truly in spring, and I feel like, you know, we've really gotten out of winter. So definitely keep me updated. I'm very curious to know, like, as an overall check-in with you guys, because I guess there's just been more on my mind than I thought there was gonna be. Like, I didn't think I was gonna be talking for dang near 30 minutes, but it's 9:52 in the morning, and I'm gonna start a new vlog, actually. So, be right back.